Guys, Grüße aus Deutschland, greetings from Germany on this Friday, very early morning. I just realized that I haven't posted on this channel in about 2 months, and I felt bad about it because I never lose track of my YouTube channels, but it was either me repeating myself or not posting, and so I'm just gonna tell you right now, if you've listened to the last video that I posted on April 2nd, then you're pretty much up to date on what is going on in my life, because this podcast or this voice recording is pretty much a continuation of the last video I posted, and it's now the end of May. But basically nothing has changed, and just re-listening to the last video made me realize that the situation at work is still continuing to change. There have been more global terminations, not just on my location, but the others as well. This past week, or this week actually, that is not over yet, the Global Director of Human Capital, that is actually his job title, of Human Capital, from the States, was on location. He's an Italo-American, fast talker, hyperactive, and responsible for a whole bunch of terminations so far. And he left Wednesday evening. That's when the shuttle picked him up. And he left our human resources department a whole list of people to fire now. And funny thing though, when he checked in, it's not a hotel, but it's an office building, and it's huge, and it has a logistics department and everything. And so when he checked in with me and I gave him his visitor badge so that he could freely move throughout the building, he instantly wanted espresso, and so I had to take him to a colleague of mine that is an Italy fan and always goes on vacations to Italy. And so he had gotten him an espresso machine, and so that's how that all started. But then, like the second day, I think it was Tuesday this week, that Global Director of Human Capital also showed up at the reception. He just wanted to get some fresh air and look around, and so that's what he did. And I said, well, can I get you anything? Can I explain anything to you? Like, he had never been on location, and so he was just looking around too. And he said, wow, your English is really amazing. And I said, well, it's fluent, but the pronunciation is not very good. And he said, no, it's like speaking to a native speaker. And I said, well, I appreciate that. And he said, well, how come? And I said, well, I used to work for the U.S. military. I had American relatives when I was a child. And that's when I slowly learned the English language. And then I lived in the States. And he said, oh, whereabouts? And I told him, in Virginia and stuff. And I told him about missing Walmart, the whole spiel that I always, told you guys what I miss about the States, and, the personal bubble that Americans respect. And in Germany, people bump into you, no big deal. And so as I was going on and on, he goes, interesting. So at the end of that, he said, you need to come back and live in the States. And I said, I know, I just can't right now. And he said, I can make it happen for you. I said, I know you have the power, but it's not just a matter of having an opportunity over there, but also, it's related to what is going on here. And he said, well, you can contact me anytime. I'll find you a job in the States with the same company. Guys, I can't tell you how tempting that is. But totally aside from the fact that there might be reasons why I can't leave Germany right now because of, circumstances here. Um, I don't think it would be a good idea to move anywhere right now when I don't know how many more locations that man is going to close. You know what I'm saying? And the reputation he has, especially after this week, is that he walks over dead bodies. He might be a smooth talker and he might be, likable and charming and all of that, but he walks over dead bodies to get his mission accomplished. But it was interesting. It was kind of tempting, when he saw how enthusiastic I still was about my life in the States and wanting to continue it, and him just offering. He said, "You can choose your location," and I said, "Yeah, life should be so kind." But yeah, and then he was called into another meeting, and so he was gone. And I didn't get to talk to him until he actually left to get in the shuttle to take him to the airport. It was an interesting week for sure, and to see my colleagues all nervous again because each one of them hoping they're not going to lose their jobs. Uh, it ain't easy. It's people that for years um, prior to the pandemic, I saw at the top of their game and all confident, and now they don't know if they're going to have a job the next day. And so the pandemic and the consequences of the pandemic have kind of changed that for a lot of people. Concerning my allergies, if you've been listening to my recordings on my Just My Two Cents channel, then you know that my voice often sounds rough, and that is because I have been struggling with allergies, and because of the tiredness that I felt. I mean, chronic tiredness or sleepiness. I told you guys I felt so tired that at the bus stop I leaned against a light pole and I actually fell asleep right away. I just wanted to test it, and so I snapped out of it a second later, but I could have totally fallen asleep standing up. And so I had to change a little bit about my medication. I still haven't been back to the doctor, not even to discuss my blood work that I had done in March. And so this morning I have it on my to-do list to make an appointment and really go through with it. But every time I had made an appointment, the other receptionist called out or something else happened, and so I couldn't keep the appointment, so I called it off. Or canceled it, and so this morning I'm making another one. But I reduced my allergy medication from 3 different medications to just one, and that is desloratadine. And I still blow my nose a lot, and my voice sometimes sounds rough, but hey, that's life right now. There are people that are far worse off than I am, and so I'm thankful for the health that I do enjoy. Oh, before I forget, rest in peace, Tina Turner. She passed away this week. She must have had a horrible struggle during the last few years. And I've always been a fan, especially the 1984 album and tour. That was my big thing, but I also loved the songs from other eras in her life. But yeah, rest in peace, Tina. About my YouTube channels, there's not really a big update. Some of you know I've been posting a lot on the channel where I post content about Amberlynn Reid. And that is because so much has been going on. But I'm skipping videos here and there because I just can't deal with her all that much. And I haven't gotten started on my gaming channel or the music reaction channel. I haven't even set them up yet. I have ideas for them or what to call them, but I have not really acted on any of the notes that I have here. The weather in Germany has been kind of nice, not too hot, not too cold. Sometimes windy, sometimes rain, sometimes sunshine. Today we're gonna be in the 20s Celsius, that is around 70 um, degrees, and so I'm happy with that. I just can't deal with the heat. I have a staycation coming up from June 5th through June 9th. I'm looking forward to that, and I made myself a to-do list. Even though I always try to balance it out, take care of a whole bunch of things that I might not have the time for after work, but also get enough downtime, relax, and just not having to do anything, because that is my daily life at work. Having to do one thing after another, having so many people approach me, or they're the worst for me. I mean, if there's too many of them, they're the worst. All kinds of contractors, visitors, colleagues that lost their badges or whatever, or that just have a short question. No, what is the phrase? Hey, I got a quick question for you. If I got 5 cents for every time I heard that, I'd be rich. And so, yeah, it's important for me during my staycation to make sure that I do not have too many people around me. All right, you guys, I know it's been almost 2 months, but I don't want to make this too long. But I have on my to-do list to post here more frequently, even if it's repetitive stuff, like just at least to let you hear my voice and give you an update. And so, yeah, I hope all of you guys are doing well. With some of you, I am in touch. And enjoy your weekend, and let me know how you guys are doing. And I will hopefully see you soon. Bye. Tschüssi. I almost forgot.